Scorpio, hi. So this is going to be a reading for August 18th through the 24th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there's an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Scorpio. The overall energy for the reading, the Four of Swords. Maybe taking it easy for a little bit or trying to. Kind of taking a break, taking a vacation. In the recent past, the Two of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Cups. Pursuing something here. Half of the time you don't even know what you're doing from what you're telling me. Like, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing here, but hey, I'm going for this. Yep. And it has to do with creating happiness, whatever it is you're pursuing. Potentially with someone, I don't know. We shall see. In the current situation, the Two of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Four of Cups. Yeah, there's been this freaking... There's a soul connection here, and something about it is just kind of upsetting for a little bit for you. So maybe you're taking a little bit of time for yourself away from this to figure things out. I don't know. In the immediate future, the Moon, the King of Swords, the Two of Cups. You're definitely getting more and more clear about what it is that you're looking for, what it is that you want out of a loving dynamic. You know, whether or not that applies to the actual dynamics you're dealing with in the physical, I don't know. But you're definitely getting clarity. Hey, this is what I'm going to need. This is what's going to make me happy, and so on and so forth. Let me see. Let's clarify. Let's do the Four of Swords. The Nine of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. Yeah, something feels a little heavy when it comes to a particular partnership here. There's distance potentially at play, whether or not you took some distance to figure things out, or they did, I don't know. But it seems to be hard that there is this distance in place because I mean, you're coming through with the sense of I miss them or something like that. You know? Okay. Let me do the Two of Swords in the recent past. The Seven of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Two of Wands. Yeah, again, half the time you're showing up as that. It's not the energies, it's just you're telling me. Look, I most of the times I just kind of kept on moving. I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. I tried my best to pursue my passion, to kind of fall in line with how I felt about the situation. Sometimes I failed, sometimes I don't know. I just kept on going. I just kept on trying. Okay. Trying to not get caught up here with your own stories of what the fuck was going on. For the Knight of Swords, in the recent past, you get the Fool, the Six of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, and trying to also be real with yourself too. Okay, I'm going to pursue this, and I'm going to put most of my energy into pursuing something that is outside of myself, right? Because I'm going there. And then there's times in which you need some time for you. You need some, TLC for yourself there. And I see you disconnecting, almost like knowing how to do this, disconnecting from that pursuing of something outside of yourself to start giving to yourself. So that's good. That you had that instinctual type of, hey, I gotta listen to myself too. I gotta take care of me too. Okay, so you're not giving everything in that direction. For the Ten of Cups, For the Ten of Cups in the recent past, you get the Ten of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Devil. Okay. Someone is very determined to sabotage the hell out of the situation, though. So as much as this comes through as this dynamic between you and another energy comes through as, you know, there should be happiness here, because that's what we're doing here. That's what we're both pursuing here. Along the way, someone just gets up and says, I'm going to do my best to fuck this up in monumental ways. Not that they meant to. That's just their saboteur part coming to the surface. And I don't know who that is. Is it you? Is it them? Is it the both of you? Because then it's a shit show. I don't know. Someone is ending up sabotaging the hell out of this. Let's do the Two of Cups. In the current situation, the Chariot, the Hermit, the Death card. I think you're just taking a little bit of time to figure out what the fuck is going on. Because I don't know what happened based on that energy there. I'm assuming not great things. So now is the time in which you're trying to figure out, where do I stand? What do I want to do next? Based off of what happened there. There's a strong sense of just ending this and moving on. But I see you sitting with that. So you're not necessarily jumping in there and saying, just because I feel this strongly, I'm just going to implement this. No. You're giving yourself some time. And if you still feel the same in whatever time you choose to give yourself, then probably that's what you'll do. But right now, you're just giving some time to this. For the Six of Cups, in the current situation, you get the Four of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Hangman. I don't see a lot being done at this moment in time over the situation on your end, nor on their end. You seem to be upset because there's nothing being done. Do you look at this as the ball is in their court and that's why you're upset? Or, you know, it's a free game. The ball is in anybody's court. But nobody's doing shit about it, and I'm not doing shit about it until I figure shit out. But why aren't they? You know? Could be that. Let's do the Four of Cups. In the current situation, the Nine of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Eight of Wands. You're trying to lift your spirit up. You're trying to, okay, you're bummed out, you're upset, you're this, that, and the other, but you're not trying to come from that place. You're trying to have quite a lifted spirit here in this. If you were to approach this, you wouldn't come from, you know, hey, how's it going? You know, I'm not doing great because of what the fuck is going on here. No, you're like, okay, you know, it's something to be dealt with. The fact that I'm really upset with what's going on here. But I want to show up in the most positive way possible here. So I'll be like, hey, you know, I'm not going to dismiss that I'm upset, but I'm not going to put it out there to poke their eyes with it either. Okay. What the hell happened? Well, based off of those sabotaging energies, who the hell knows? Let's do the Moon in the immediate future. Holy shit. For the Moon, you get the Temperance card, the World card, the Sun. There's a deep understanding of where things are at this moment in time for you. This is kind of coming from your depths and pulling you in and saying, this is what's up. And you're kind of happy. It's like a bittersweet type of an energy, because you're kind of happy that you finally know where you're at, where you stand here. You're also kind of not happy because where you stand is not in the greatest place. There's an ending of a cycle over this, and it's almost in place for a very long time, which kind of signifies a sense of you've been done here for a minute. You know, but we kind of established this when we saw you giving yourself this time to figure it out, even though you knew what you felt. Let me do the King of Swords in the immediate future, the Five of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Swords. You're very sad about it. It's a big aha moment over the situation, but it comes with a flood of sadness and pain and, you know, a sense of, is this it? This is as far as we could go here with this one. So it reaches your mind, this energy that's found within you at your deepest core of you. It reaches a place of clarity in your mind as well. And that's kind of how it shows up in your mind. Let's do the Two of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the King of Cups. It's not, you're definitely not trying to take this as the end. You know, like you're not trying to look at this as, you know what, this is the end of the road for this. You're trying to come at it from the perspective of, can we just change the direction? Even if it's completely change it. Can we just shift in the direction here? Where things are not going to look the same, they're not going to feel the same, they're not going to be the same. But things are still going to be somehow. So that's your approach there. Your approach to this is not, even though your aha moments say you're not, this is a dead end for the situation, the way you approach it eventually comes through as, is there anything we can do to change the direction completely rather than close this off and, you know, call it a day? Okay. And you're doing that because there's a lot of love in your heart for the situation. Okay. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Ten of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Wands. Yeah, it's a bittersweet situation altogether. You know? Because this is a bond that you care about, you feel very bonded to whoever this is, and it carries good memories too. It's not all bad. It's not, oh my god, this has been a shit show. No. So, yeah, kind of the highs and lows of whatever this is, and this is you navigating towards the conclusion of it. What do I do moving forward? You know? So, anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.